Hello, everyone. Nice to see you guys. It's my first time doing a workshop sa StreamYard and doing it all manually, so bear with me. Can you guys hear me? Okay, audio sounds good, but I don't think nakita niyo ako. Tama ba? I'll try to remove this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Sorry again. This is my first time. Okay, ayan. Thank you. Okay, I want it to be very casual and friendly, and I think maganda na mas may interaction talaga tayo because this will be an interactive workshop. So first of all, thank you for joining this workshop and for interacting in the comment section as well. I will add this again to the stream. Okay. So yeah, welcome to Goals with Anne. I am Anne, and basically I'm a goal achievement coach. I do one-on-one coaching for the longest time. Actually, I've been doing it for quite some time, doing motivational speaking, but yung content creation or really putting myself out there to social media and sharing my experience and my stories to social media. I've only been doing it for 3 months or 4 months. So I really appreciate you guys sharing your stories and saying na nakakatulong din talaga yung information that I put out there, especially with this topic. This topic that we have is debt-free journey. I've been speaking about goals and careers, freelancing, life alignment with some of the people I work with previously. Pero yung debt-free, isa siya sa mga hindi ko in-expect na topics na talagang maraming nakaka-relate and maraming natutulungan. So, really appreciate you guys sharing your story and saying na nakaka-relate kayo dun sa topic. I was surprised na marami yung nasa ganitong situation and naiintindihan ko where you guys are coming from because I experienced the same thing. And at that time when I was at my lowest, sobrang hirap din talaga maghanap ng makakausap about it. So I hope that this workshop will be able to help you, and in the comments we'll be able to learn from each other, get to know each other, and hopefully find accountabilities with each other or really strengthen the community that we have. Kasi yun yung isa sa mga I hope I had when I was in the stage na makakausap ko. I was so desperate at that time. Talagang naghahanap ako. Sulit OLX pa noon na psychologist or alam mo yun, yung mga hotline ng depression. Kasi I feel like wala akong makakausap. Of course, you have your family there, di ba? Pero iba pa din yung walang judgment. So, ayan, nag-sidetrack na ako. But just a little bit of info about me. I have a full-time job. So, I am actually a global head of marketing for an Australian company. I talk about the industry of the jobs market in the Philippines. And I lead the global team of sales and marketing managers. And as for business, I failed um sa business ko a few years, actually hindi a few years ago, but that was almost 10 years ago. But right now, I have a thriving, I can say currently thriving marketing consultancy agency and been working with around 20 plus freelancers globally. So, yeah, and also a mom, a new mom, feeling ko new pa din, 2 years old, and a wife. So, yan. Let's get to know each other. We're just um, a few in the team, and yun nga, I really want to hope to be able to build this community of people knowing na hindi sila nag-iisa. So, in the chat box, you can share your first name, your location, and what you're expecting in the session. So, segue lang ako that I have a bad cough, but I don't want to cancel the session. So, please bear with me sa mga pag-mute and pag-ubo for a bit. So yeah, in the chat box, if you're on YouTube, or I think this is also streamed on Facebook, and dito sa StreamYard, yan, feel free to add or comment. So habang nag-aantay tayo, hi Jersey, from Taguig. I am actually from currently residing in Butuan City, Mindanao. I go to Manila. I'm born and raised in Manila. Recently lang kami nag-move in Butuan, a financial decision as well. um, so hindi pa ako masyado marunong Bisaya, but it would be good to have meetups some point in time. So, yan. Yan. Actionable items, how to begin my debt-free journey, learn more about how to handle that. Ayan, so very exciting naman. And I hope, really, really hope that I'll be able to exceed expectations in the workshop. Yeah, let's set a meetup. I think yung next na balik ko in Manila is July or September, but yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I mentioned this is going to be an interactive workshop. I like my tagline and my belief is really you need to act to achieve. And isa yan sa mga frustration ko when I was in this journey, when I talk to people and yung sabi nga ng friend ko, motherhood statements lang yung mga binibigay na advice na kaya mo yan, you can do it, nandito lang kami. But for me at that time, it's not really helpful. I'm not gonna be able to do something about that advice, and I'm not gonna progress sa situation ko or advance, makaalis sa situation ko with the words na kaya mo yan, andito lang kami, supportahan ka namin. I really believe that you need to start doing something, act on something for you to be able to get out of the situation that you currently have and move to the next step, right? So for this workshop, we're going to do that fee journey. We are going to create an action plan for your finances. So what you can expect, I'll share the access to the budget and debt tracker. I'll teach you this a workshop, actual stuff on how we're going to use it, step-by-step guide. Once you have access to the tracker, it will help you have clarity on your finances. Malalaman natin when will you finish your debt? What are the things that you can do? Like ano yung action plan natin based on your current income, expenses, and debts? How do you create a repayment plan and strategies to stay on track? And definitely Q&A after the session. So I hope that you guys are on um computer or kahit sa phone lang kung meron kayong pen and paper to really list down all of the things that we'll do today. Hindi ko alam. Okay, so I think pwede ata kayong mag-chat ng for me lang. I don't know. Pero yan, kung meron kayong questions, you can just chat it and then sagutin natin siya one step at a time for each of these steps. So I will be sharing. This is the tracker. Papalitan ko lang yung sinishare kong screen. And I will. So this tracker is the tracker that I use for all of my finances and decision making sa finances for over 10 years. So this tracker is, shinare ko siya sa chat. Wait, tignan ko kung, ayan, mahik-click niya siya. So this will give you like parang a copy link to create your own sheet. Let me know kung na-access niyo siya. So hindi siya fancy. Hindi siya maraming dashboards or anything. It's very straightforward. And I will share this tab instead. So let me know if na-access niya na siya. Ganito yung itsura niya. So what I really hope to have is sa inyo after the session is maintindihan ninyo kung paano ko siya ginagawa and then magagawa niyo siya on your own for your monthly budgeting, projection ng finances, when you make decisions kung ano ba yung next step ko pagdating sa finances. So, yan. Sa mga may access na, thank you. For mga new joiners, I'm gonna share the link again. And, yan. So, the first step that you need to do if you already have access is to work on your, dito tayo mag-focus, income. So, dito, yan. So, input ninyo, I think I'll just do an overview, no? Itong cash on hand, ito yung mga banks ninyo. Kung marami kayong banks or ways where you store your money, it can be like banks, GCash, Paymaya, or ano pa yung mga ways ninyo kung saan kayo nag-put ng money. And then, yung income and collectibles, some of you would just have one income stream. Some of you have multiple income streams. Merong mga dividends na nakukuha, may business, ganyan. So you put that here. So dun muna tayo mag-start. Ano yung monthly na ini-expect ninyo na income from your regular job and your businesses or other sources of money on a month-to-month basis. So dun muna tayo mag-stick sa month-to-month. The intention is for you to get an understanding of the fundamentals, kung paano siya yung concept nito, and then yeah, from there magagawa niyo siya on your own. So let me know, just because we want this to be an interactive session, just put done sa comments pagka nalagay niyo na yung income and collectibles ninyo. Yeah, nice, Julie. Hantay natin yung iba. I allotted a few minutes for each of this step. And then, I'm sure, pagdating natin dun sa next step, mas maraming tanong. But, kung meron kayong mga tanong right now, hindi kayo sure kung tama bang ilagay nyo to, or meron kayong income na hindi fixed, ano yung ilalagay ninyo, now is the right time to ask those questions. Yeah, and I'll try to answer it. Because everyone done na, we can move on to the next part. Okay, so yung next part natin would be the expenses. So this is just a sample of usual expenses. And I want you to use this as a baseline. But i-add ninyo kung ano yung mga expenses niya talaga. Usually, when I do my one-on-one coaching, pagdating sa budgeting and finance, ang mga hindi nasasama sa budgeting, yung mga lakad sa labas, mga biglaang kain, meron kayong gustong bilhin para sa sarili ninyo. Like for me, nagpapa-nails ako, nagpapa-eyelashes ako. Siguro alam niyo naman na yan ngayon. So, dapat meron akong nababudget na allowance for myself, which usually yun yung nagiging challenge when I do coaching calls. Hindi yun nababudget. So, you can start with bills. Ano yung mga monthly na bills na binabayaran nyo? Of course, the essentials, electricity, internet. Are you renting? Do you have mortgage? School, I added here because nakita ko it's a trend na mga nagpapaaral. How much do you pay for it monthly? Pwede nyo siyang, kung annual kayo nagbabayad, pwede nyo i-divide into 12 yung monthly na binabayaran ninyo para makita ninyo yung monthly expense ninyo, yung water, association dues, yung mga subscriptions ninyo, Netflix, Apple, kung ano-ano pa, Disney Plus, you have to put that in. Ang concept natin dito is you have to allot or have a budget for all your expenses in a month and even in a year. So, makita nyo dyan sa template, merong sinking funds. I'll get there. But, ano yung essentials niyo? Do you have a car? Na nasasama niyo ba sa budget yung gas? Transpo, how do you account for that? Do you have grocery? Ito yung mga sabon, shampoo, essentials. We split that up. Ito sa budget na sample namin, we split that up. We have monthly budget for the grocery, which is yung mga mantika and all, na mga parang dry goods. And then we do the food budget, which is sa palengke. Yan yung mga wet, meat, fish, ganyan. So, kaya siya naka-week dito kasi we do it weekly para fresh yung yung meat and vegetables and fruits. But you can consolidate this monthly or every 2 weeks if you feel na ganun yung ginagawa niyo. One thing that you don't, some of the clients that I work with na hindi nila nako-consider, let me try to Share my screen again. Ayan. So one thing na hindi nila nako-consider is yung mga pets. If you have pets, you need dog food and or pet food, kung ano man yan. Pero again, yung ano natin dito is to really break down all of the expenses that you have. If you have loans, mortgage, car, kung ano-ano pa mga monthly loans that you're paying for. If you have investment, yung mga insurance that you need to pay for every month, you put that in. Also, leisure, ito yung mga kain sa labas every Sunday or pag nag-mall ka, gusto mong bumili ng snack, you have to have a budget for that. Do you intend to have savings? Kasya pa ba? You can, actually, hindi mo kailangan isipin dito kung kasya pa. Kasi mamaya makikita natin siya dito pagdating natin sa budgeted at saka sa income, kung ano yung magiging difference. Yung point natin dito is ilista nyo lang talaga kung magkano yung cost of living nyo as of the moment. So I have sinking fund. So yung concept natin ng sinking fund, we have annual expenses. And usually hindi yun nakakasama sa budget. So when we say annual expenses, here are just some samples na hindi na napoproject and nasisira yung budget natin because of this. Sinking fund, like for us, we pay annual, mga SS PhilHealth Pag-ibig, car maintenance, I break it down into, divide ko lang siya sa 12, right? So halimbawa, every year, alam ko na registration, yung regular change oil, ganyan, it takes around 20K, and I just divide that into 12. You have to put your Christmas and New Year. Isa to sa mga nakikita ko talaga na mga nagiging problem is, alam naman natin sa culture natin na we really spend a lot for handa and gifts during the season, pero umaasa tayo sa 13th month pay. You really need to put this into your budget and break it down into 12 months para makita mo kung magkano yung monthly expense mo. Again, maintenance, you have a dog. I just added it here. Meron siyang vaccine. Meron siyang every quarter na parang anti-tick test, ganyan na we put. Medical emergency, we put budget into this. Vacation, you have to put budget into this. Kahit sabihin mo na hindi ka magbabakasyon, imposible na may family or friends na mag-aaya in a span of 12 months na mag-say no ka. And then, in the family, you put allowance for each person na nakadepend sa inyo. So you give allowance to yourself, you give allowance to your kid, para nasasama niyo siya sa projection ng budget. Do you have any questions so far? Or is this parang nakakatulong ba? I hope nalilista nyo na, na-add nyo na yung mga bills nyo while I'm sharing how this works. Yan, sige, let's spend. Usually when I do this with my clients, it takes them mga 10 minutes. So take the time to really think of it. Ano yung mga annual expenses? If meron kayong anak na, like kanina, meron akong in-add siya na school, yung uniform, yung libro, mga projects na one-off, it adds up annually. Like, magbigay kayo ng budget, ng benchmark na, okay, every month, ito yung kailangan kong i-budget dahil sa expenses niya annually for that, for the education. Yep, good question. So, siguro, ano yung previous experiences mo pag Christmas? Ikaw ba yung gumagastos for the food? How much do you usually spend sa mga gifts? Um, para ako, from my experience, what I do is, yung 2 weeks na yun, from week ng Christmas to January 1, or parang week ng December 20 to January 1, yun yung week na parang labas ka lang ng labas ng pera, di ba? Um, you buy, you buy gifts, um, yaya dito, yaya doon, punta doon, of course, may gastos yan, transport costs. Ano yung usual na nagagastos mo for that? Um, yun yung i-estimate mo. Like, kung bumibili ka ba ng regalo, sino ba yung mga nireregaluhan mo and how much ba yung usual, excuse me, how much yung usual cost ng gifts that you buy. And on the Christmas Day, New Year's Day, ano ba yung usual food na binibili mo or ambag mo sa handa ninyo? So, yan. Um, that's how I kind of assess or project kung magkano yung ano, yan. Yung mga may questions, feel free to add them. Kahit hindi related dito, kung tapos na kayo doon sa part ninyo ng putting in the expenses, um, yan. Just put it in here. I can answer questions while we wait for others. And we have a question. Thanks, Ina. Yung stress, nag at that time, naghahanap talaga ako ng makakausap. Kaya, yeah. So, naghahanap talaga ako ng makakausap. Um, Importante na meron kang makakausap. Kasi, ako, I'd say, one of the lowest points, really, are yung medyo may pagka-suicidal ka na. Yung parang ayaw mo na lang mag-isip. Parang you feel like wala nang solusyon dito. I just wanna get out of it. I remember yun talaga yung lowest point na naghahanap ako ng mga ng pwede kong parang psych na ma-consultan at this time. Like, ito na kailangan ko talaga ng makakausap. Wala talaga kasi kahit yun, unfortunately, yung mga hotline, kailangan ko ng schedule ka or meron pang consulting something or parang hindi siya agad-agad. Um, dahil dumating ako sa point na wala akong makausap, I started journaling. Medyo corny yung sagot, pero sobrang nakatulong talaga siya sa akin. Kung ano ba yung mga situation, ano yung situation ko, ano yung mga scenarios, ano yung worst case scenario. Ang inisip ko na worst case scenario is either mawawala sa akin, ano ba yung kondo ko, worst case scenario is mawawala sa akin to. How bad would it be kapag nangyari yun? Or worst case scenario is baka makulong ako. Ano yung pwede kong gawin para hindi mangyari yun? So I think, ayan, good to hear, Julie, na nakakatulong yung journaling. Kasi parang ano eh, na-offload mo yung emotions mo and na-detach mo yung sarili mo from the situation. So, ayan. Kaya ko gusto din talaga yung group and I'm new in this kind of setup that we're building a community or me being like an influencer of some sort. Ang alam ko lang na coaching I've been doing for quite some time is one-on-one coaching. So, hindi din ako, wala pa rin akong super galing na skill set to keep you guys engaged. And, kaya, yun, I think, nakatulong na magkaroon talaga tayo ng solid community, get to know each other in the same situation kasi makakatulong yung people who understand you. Yes, I open up sa family. I open up that time, my boyfriend ko pa siya, ngayon husband ko na siya. Ang challenging kasi sa family is, unang-una, hindi naman sila magpapahirap, right? Yung iba, mas mahirap manghiram kung sa family, I think may judgment, may paninisi, or may sermon muna. And parang bago ka matulungan, kung magpapautang man sila, parang ilulugmok ka muna, na parang, ba't mo kasi ginawa yan? Bakit kasi ganito yung decision mo? Parang, for someone, I think one of my podcasts, yung latest episode is, for someone na nasa ganong situation na ayaw mo nang makarinig ng ibang bagay na hindi makakatulong, right? And I felt like I started opening it up with my family. Pinakayo ko yung kaya mo yan. Supportahan ka namin. Parang, it's so vague. Paanong support? Alam mo yun? Makikinig ka lang ba? Pero pag nag-open up naman ako, unsolicited advice. So, parang ganun. It was really challenging for me. Kaya, dumating ako sa point na I don't open it up anymore to my family. But my boyfriend, he knows everything. And of course, one person can only do so much. Like, kung wala naman, kahit gustong magtumulong ng tao, kung wala naman siyang mapapahiram sa'yo, wala talaga. Di ba? So, they have limitations. I agree with that, Gail. Ito, maganda yung question niya na, what can I do to help myself? Kasi yun talaga eh. Kaya ko sinasabi pa ulit-ulit that you need to act to achieve kasi minsan very obvious yung first step Pero dahil clouded tayo ng mga bagay-bagay, ng emosyon natin, ng fear natin, hindi tayo maka-move forward. So, minsan kahit yung simpleng like obvious naman na ang first step ay isulat mo sa papel. Hindi siya nagagawa kasi parang nandun ka na sa step 5 or step 7, 8, 9, 10. Pero yung unang-unang step talaga is kumuha ka lang ng pen and paper. Isulat mo kung ano yung nararamdaman mo. Isulat mo kung ano yung mga challenges mo talaga. And what's the worst case scenario? Babalik tayo sa debt-free journey natin. What's the worst case scenario? Yun. And siguro kasi pag ito, Ina, mahirap talaga din sa family kasi parang meron ako si Dave Ramsey, one of the podcasts that I really listened to when I was in this journey. You're a slave to your debtor. Yun yung sabi niya. So, magkakaroon sila ng leverage na ibaba ka lang talaga ng ibaba at ikaw susunod lang ng susunod sa gusto nila or sinasabi nila na wala kang choice kasi may utang ka sa kanila. So, mahirap siya lalo. Yan. So, okay. Babalik ako dito. Are you guys done with expenses? So let me know if you're done. Yeah, thanks, Julie. I think others, let me know if you guys are done. Let's give a few more minutes and then let's move on to the next part. Okay, so for the next part, ito na yung reality. Every month, based on sa nilista ninyong expenses, you need to have at least ganitong amount. Kung ano yung nasa P10 na cell. So, ito yung dapat kinikita nyo every month or pumapasok sa inyo na income every month for you to have that lifestyle that you are currently living. Sinabi ko yung lifestyle that you are currently living kasi yun yung reality nyo ngayon. You're spending this much every month and you have to project this much every year na kailangan nakapasok sa monthly budget ninyo. So, ito yung parang sasampalin na tayo ng realidad na ito yung expenses natin monthly, pero tinig na natin siya in a year kasi sinama natin yung mga sinking funds. And ano yung income mo? So, zinero ko to. You can zero this kasi wag na muna nating isipin yung ano yung current cash on hand ninyo. Tanggalin muna natin siya. Coming from your current income, let's say income 1 ko 50,000, income 2 ko is 10,000, or sabihin ko to 30,000, and then income 2 ko is 10,000, and income 3 ko is 10,000. So, I only make 50,000, but my expenses is 73,000. So, kulang ako ng 23,000. Wala pa tayo sa debt yan ha. Nasa budgeting pa lang tayo. And kung negative ka na dito, pupunta tayo ngayon sa debt tracker natin. Before I go there, gets ko tong concept ng income versus your annual expenses. And kung halimbawa, mataas naman yung income ninyo, so halimbawa, sabihin natin meron akong isang income stream na 60,000, goods kayo. Ibig sabihin, naka-positive finance kayo kasi um, meron pa kayong extra in a month that you can spend based on your annual expenses. Let me know if you have questions so far. Medyo tricky tong part na to kasi may formulas involved and hindi ko sure because I don't see your mga sheet. Might be challenging, but let me know in the comments if this is currently making sense to you and nakikita nyo na realistic yung finances na nakikita nyo sa mga sheet ninyo. This would also be the part where yung realization natin would hit na I'm spending too much, I'm earning hindi enough yung in-earn ko para sa lifestyle ko ngayon. And dito magte-trigger kung ano yung result nitong over budget na to. Dito magte-trigger yung action plan natin. So it's important that you take note of that or realistic sa situation ninyo ngayon yung lumalabas na numbers dyan. Okay, so after this, we're gonna go to the debt tracker na. So now, from your smallest to largest debt, list it down. So for my sample here, my smallest is 5,000, 10, 15, just for the sake of it. So pwede natin sabihin na ito, person 1, inatangan ko yung tatay ko, inatangan ko yung friend ko, home credit, credit card 1, credit card 2, and then ito na siya. Ito anong total niya. So you can add more dito. It should automatically update.
Can you still hear me, guys?
And so let me know how you go. Coming from, and thanks Julie. Coming from this, ano yung feeling ninyo? Ano yung share ninyo kung green ba kayo or red kayo dito? Yeah, nice to hear, Julie. And then, so so paano natin ngayon i-assess kung gaano katagal before we can get out of debt? So halimbawa, green ka dito. meron kang extra 26,000 in a month. Now, you put it here on your debt tracker. So, 26,000. Meron kang utang na 170,000. Meron ka extra money na 26,000. So, in 6 months, kaya mo siyang mabayaran in full. So, 0.06 years. In 6 months, pwede ka ng, parang debt-free ka na in 6 months. Kung religious ka dito. So, kung red ka, of course, hindi mo alam kung anong ilalagay mo dito kung red ka. Diba? Ang mangyayari niyan is kailangan mo ngayon i-figure out kung ano yung plan mo to lessen this para maging green siya or to increase your income para maging green siya. So, doon papasok yung planning natin later. So, halimbawa, ang extra mo lang in a month is 5,000. It will take you 3 years, 2.9, 2 years and 9 months para mabayaran mo itong 170,000 pesos. I hope nasusundan niyo pa siya. And then from here, itong mga information na to, again, reality check ulit tayo. Itong mga information na to is makakatulong sa inyo to understand ano ba yung priorities niyo. Kaya ko ba itong bapaan? Like, I don't want to be in debt in the next 3 years. This number will, I hope, fuel you to really push harder on lessen your expenses or increasing your income. Kasi ngayon, ang gusto mo na lang talaga is, I want to be debt-free in 1 year. Gagawa tayo ng plan ngayon kung paano siya mangyayari. Yan. So, I don't know kung gusto nyong i-share, but you can share if you like. You can share. Yes, yan talaga, sampal ng realidad. If you would like to share kung ilang years kayo, anong result niyo dito? Magiging, maganda to for accountability bodies ha. Alaman natin, ano yung sampal ng realidad? 10 years ka bang may utang? Or kaya mo na ba siyang matapos in 3 months? Masakit sa mata, pero I hope that this could really be your first step na itong binuhusan ka ng malamig na tubig will be your first step in really fueling you na, okay, I need to focus pagdating sa expenses ko. I need to work hard pagdating sa increasing my income. Mukhang nasampal naman lahat ng realidad. May mga masakit sa puso, sakit sa mata, pero really, it would be, knowing, 'di ba, yung knowing where you stand, understanding your finances, having clarity on that would really help you kung ano yung gagawin mo. Paano yung mga decisions mo moving forward. Kasi meron ka ng ganito, alam mo na. So, sa mga naka-red, sa mga naka-red dito, kailangan nyo i-review itong list na to. Yeah, ayan. Ayan yung mga magagandang realizations. Unahin natin yung expenses. Ang unang-unang pinakamadali ninyong bawasan ay expenses. I had a student na ni-remove niya talaga lahat ng subscriptions niya. Meron siya dati parang Apple, kung anong sinasubscribe sa Apple, pero meron siya Apple movies pa yun, or Apple TV, merong Disney Plus, may Netflix, mga streaming, and then she had to choose one kasi kailangan niyang magbawas. So, ayan yung mga things na kailangan niyong bawasan. Unahin natin yung expenses. Kailangan niyo ba talaga ng amount na yan every month for your grocery? Paano niyo mapapababa? Yan, iced coffee, bye-bye. Bye-bye na sa pamassage, ganyan. Di ba? Yung mga every week ka nagpapamassage, meron kang budget for that, pero bye na. Ayan. Ano yung mga kailangan nyo at pwede ninyong tanggalin. I mean, kung nasa mode kayo ng it will take you years to get out of that, then girl, I think it's time for you to only live on essentials. Masakit man sabihin, but like especially if you have like family, may pinapaaral kayo, ano yung gusto ninyo? Ano yung magiging priorities ninyo? Ano yung mas may make sense sa future ng family ninyo? Right? So, dito kayo mag-start. Expenses. Live on, itira ninyo yung mga essentials. Electricity, rent. Kung kailangan nyo lumipat, I have one coaching client na OFW siya from Singapore and nakatira siya in his own flat. He's really earning a big chunk of money. But marami rin siyang credit card debt. And then from here, na-realize niya na shocks, it will take him 6 years to get out of that credit card debt. So what he did is really nilet go niya yung studio niya sa Singapore and he moved to a shared apartment. So, yun yung mga life-changing sampal sa realidad na dahil alam niyo na tong information na about your finances, you can really make actions, make decisions on how you can get out of it. So now na natanggal nyo na lahat ng extra, alam nyo na in your heart of hearts, ito talaga yung essentials, right? Excuse me. Let's say, tanggalin natin yung investment. Hindi ko kailangan ng insurance ngayon kasi meron akong utang. Kailangan ko muna tanggalin yung insurance. Next is, how do we now increase yung income? So, magne-negative na yan ulit. Diba? Let's say, for example, negative pa rin siya. How do I now get this? I know that for me to get back to the life I have, or at least the bare minimum of my essentials, kailangan kong mag-extra income ng 40,000 a month. Now is the time for you to make decisions on that. Do I do side hustle? Do I find another job? Do I start a business? But of course, you can't afford. Reality check again, you can't afford to start a business with a big capital because you don't have money, right? So now, yun yung next mo. Ano yung things that you need to do to increase naman itong part na to para madagdagan siya every month? May questions pa kayo so far on that? Or ano mga realizations that you'd like to share? Mga gusto nyo i-let go at mga realizations sana yung gawin to increase your income. For me, what I did is, yun nga, nag-upwork ako, nag-freelancing ako at that time. Nagbenta ako ng maraming bagay. And then, nagbawas talaga ako ng mga expenses. I agree. I'm not against insurance, but I also have insurance. But you need to check kung ano yung insurance mo. Alam ko merong mga parang may investment. I-review mo yung insurance mo. Kasi iba yung pag may nangyari sa'yo, meron silang something, which is true. I agree with that. Pero kailangan mo ba yung investment piece? Kasi for now, you don't want to be putting money on investment kung marami kang utang. Yun. Gail, if you feel na lashes is important, then you just need to find a way to get money for that, right? Kung kailangan mo ng 12 months worth of budget for lashes, either magbenta ka ng isang bagay na makakabigay sa'yo ng 12 months worth of budget, or increase your income stream. Get a side hustle that can give you an additional, um, magkano ba? Dito sa Mindanao, hindi ko alam kung magkano dyan sa Manila. But dito sa Mindanao, it's just like around 1,500 in a month na yun for me. So, dito rin papasok yung mga non-negotiables and negotiables ninyo. Again, ito yung anchor ninyo ng life decisions ninyo pagdating sa pera. Julie, as a breadwinner, yeah, I think insurance is really good, but you have to be realistic kung ano yung kailangan ninyo. Kasi mahirap, mahirap i-maintain yung pagbabayad kung hindi mo siya mas-sustain. And I think this will help you also mag-decide na, okay, ano yung income na kailangan ko para ma-afford ko yung insurance? To make sure na covered yung family. So yan, after this, yun na yung next step ninyo. Ano na yung pwede ninyong gawin from this? Ito na yung realities ninyo. It will take you XXX amounts, XXX months to get out of that. You are spending, or you should be, you have a budget of at least ganitong amount, and then you need to increase your income or less yung expenses for this amount. So, yan yung mga lessons natin for today. Yung, I'm just gonna switch my screen. Ayan. So, what do you need to do now? Ito na siya. So, kung pabalik tayo dun sa debt, pagdating nyo naman sa debt, ano yung realistic na kakayanan ninyo? So, dun sa debt snowball method, balik pala ako dito. Ito now yung makakapag-motivate sa inyo to really focus on debt payment. Ano yung pwede nyong bayaran agad right now? So, halimbawa, meron kang 26,000, yung kanyang sample natin, na extra in a month. In 1 month, pwede mo itong mabayaran. Itong tatlo. Meron kang nakita mo dito sa expense mo. Halimbawa, diba, parang meron tayong additional 70,000 sa pera income. Meron ka extra 29,000 a month. So, 29,000, in your first month, by next month, mababayaran mo na itong tatlo. Right? Cross na natin siya. In your month 2, pwede mo na mabayaran yung next. And then, sunod-sunod na siya after that. So, dito magkakaroon ka ng projection na and motivation na kaya mo bayaran step by step coming from your extra money. So, yan. And then, from here, I don't want you to be parang, kasi ngayon meron ka ng idea, di ba? Halimbawa, credit card. Alam ko na hindi ko pa siya mababayaran ngayon kasi uunahin ko muna to. Now, when you go back to that person na pinagkakautangan mo, when you do payment arrangement, mas meron ka ng idea kung ano yung mababayaran mo kailan. Anong amount yung kaya mong mabayaran kailan. So, if I can go to my credit card and I can say na, because I have 29,000 and babayaran ko pa to in my first month, by second month, pwede kayo na yung priority ko. By second month, kaya ko nang magbawas ng ganitong amount sa utang ko. So, dun papasok yun sa debt payment arrangement na when you go to your debtor to make arrangements, meron na kayong information to let them know kung kailan at magkano yung mababayaran mo at a certain amount of time. So let me know lang sa comments if you have questions pa. I hope na-explain ko siya ng maayos. I'm trying to go as slow as I can um, to make sure na naiintindihan niyo siya one step at a time. Yan. So that naman, I hope na ngayon parang nagkakaroon na kayo ng idea ng debt payment plan niyo ha, ng journey ninyo kasi alam niyo na yung expenses niyo, alam niyo na yung income ninyo, alam niyo kung gaano katagal bago niyo matatapos yung utang ninyo, and then alam niyo na kung kailan kayo makakabayad ng magkano. Yan. So now, ano ba yung strategies to stay on track? Ako, ang ginawa ko talaga dito is every week, tinitingnan ko talaga tong sheet na to. Until now, for the past 10 years nga talaga, I've been using this. And whenever whenever I need to make a decision, kung afford ba o hindi, ang isang bagay na gusto ko, I go back to the sheet. I just add it to my expenses. I see the income. Okay, hindi ko siya afford. It will help me make a decision. You can print your debt tracker, put it somewhere in a visible, highlight one, check it off, but really make an action to make it known to your brain na nabayaran mo siya. Para mas ma-motivate ka when you go back to that list. Yan. And then ito nga, like I shared earlier, na it's really important to have someone who understands you and listens to you. So, yan. Let's make a community out of the group. Tinry ko yung chat. Actually, nag-create ako ng chat, pero hindi ata lahat nakaka-access. So, I was trying to figure that out. But, pwede kayong mag-chat dun sa, kung nakita niyo dun sa group yung parang debt free journey, tama ba? You can chat there. I think minsan talaga, meron talaga tayong mga decisions na alam natin na mali. Or temptations na kaya ko naman siguro kahit kunin ko, kahit hindi tayo sure. Kahit sabi ng sheet, hindi natin kaya. Pero maganda na meron tayong na share ng idea or question na tingin mo, gagawin ko ba itong decision na to? And I hope that will happen to the community as well eventually. Na meron tayong accountability bodies na nagsasabi sa atin na pwede nating sharean nang walang judgment na iniisip ko, kukunin ko ba to or gagawin ko ba to or mag-take out ba ako ng another loan para bayaran tong loan na to. Yeah. I think yun lang naman yung session, it's the concept that I wanted to share with you guys today. Meron ba kayong questions that I can answer while we're on this call? And let me know sa chat if yung ina-expect nyo ba ay nakatulong. Na-achieve ba natin siya dito sa workshop na to? Yeah, let me know guys. And I hope na nakatulong tong session na to sa inyo. And you can keep that template, make it as your own template and really use it from time to time to make financial decisions especially in your journey towards that freedom. So I really appreciate you guys spending your hour with me, and let me know. Let's check in the next couple of weeks kung ano yung mga adjustments. Share your adjustments based on this session that you had. Basically, sa sampal ng realidad na na-realize ninyo. Yes. I think kung red siya, Julie, ay, sabi mo pala green yung sa'yo. Pero, pwede mong makita, dun sa green box mo, di ba, kung magkano lang yung extra mo in a month. And, yun lang talaga yung, parang budget mo sa sarili mo na, okay, pag binili ko to, magiging red na yung ano ko, yung, um, budget ko, or magne-negative na ako for this month. So, it would really keep you on track and accountable to yourself. So, I really enjoyed the session. I really enjoyed yung interaction. I really appreciate your interaction. Julie, Jersey, Ina, Gail, and everyone who will be watching this in the coming months. If I share the recording din sa mga nag-register. So, yeah. I hope na nakatulong, and let me know in the chat in the community. DM nyo lang ako. I reply. Hindi lang ganun bilis agad-agad. But I really make it a point na kahit once a week, nakaka-reply ako dun sa mga messages. So, yeah, I really appreciate. Nice meeting you all, and let's connect again soon in the next workshop. I think dun sa mga, actually, ipapromote ko na din. I didn't realize that I can do this, but dun sa mga nasampal ng realidad na um, kailangan mag-increase ng income. So, ito yung mga next workshops natin. So, next week, we'll do a clarity and goal setting workshop. Kanina, may nagsabi na I need to find a high-paying job. Si Julie, sabi niya, I need to have a higher-paying full-time job. We'll connect that sa clarity and goal setting workshop. Ano ba yung ano ba yung end goal mo in your life? North star mo. And from there, masasama mo siya sa decision making, paghanap naman ng career. Dun sa mga nasampal ng realidad na kailangan nila ng extra income, freelancing 101, my intention here is from zero knowledge, how do you start freelancing until you get to that point of receiving your first paycheck, either sa Upwork man yan or sa other platforms. I'll do another run of the session by June 7. So for those na manonood nitong recording, and if you want to do it live with me, join ulit kayo on June 7. And then June 17, like from freelancing to business. So I wanted to share also how I was able to scale from ang initial goal ko lang noon ay makakumita ako ng weekly na pangbayad ko kasi parang makaka-addict. I mean, nakaka-addict talaga pag nakita mo yung nababayaran mo lahat isa kung meron kang ganitong tracker. From a solo freelancer to scaling that and making it a business, a consultancy business. So, again, if you're interested in those workshops, just feel free to sign up. I will share the link here in the chat box so you can sign up in the upcoming workshop. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, and I hope to be able to see you again in the next workshop. Have a great dinner time. Bye, guys. Bye, Tracy, Gail, Julie, Ina. Really appreciate you guys.